Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. Hitting Juju in the sling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting worked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
What are you getting paid for?
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
That's flagful. Okay.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Good call. Good call.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Man, he is. He is. I'm glad he's on the Cowboys.
Because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight.
Man, I'm sorry.
I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision.
It's only tough in January. Most of the time.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete the tackle, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but now before he reaches the 8-yard
He got in the Super Bowl.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to
I understand what you said. You were cutting out.
Point of attack at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone told them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's
Thank
brought
God.
down. Also, Diggy Zua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Odighizuwa he's coming into his own now.
But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it.
I was
and ended up on
impressed.
the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh my
And that will be
goodness.
incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over
Nice
the
little
sidelines
drive.
for a
He
while.
took up
When
most
you're
of
not
the whole
finishing
first quarter.
points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get
I think me personally, I think the Chiefs got too much firepower for the Eagles. I know the Eagles defense is. Oh, I agree. I mean, they got obviously one of the best defenses in the league. Jalen Hurts is. I mean, he does what he does, and he's going to do it regardless of what anybody thinks. And that defense they're gonna stop people, but Patrick Mahomes gonna score points. That's just what he does. I mean, the only team I've ever seen stop him is the Buccaneers 2 years ago. Yeah. It's literally the only time I've ever seen that man flustered. Is when he was running for his life.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah. I've never been really a team fan. I've always been a player fan. Like I was a fan of Brett Favre and Michael Vick and Tim Tebow and that see, I live in Mississippi, Dak Prescott went to state. And I mean,
So how about that for a chain mover?
oh man, that broke my heart. That
Here's Prescott.
I was so excited when they announced State hired him. Oh man, I was excited. I loved him. I just like watching college football in general. And when he was at Texas Tech, it was '08 when they played Texas. That was the ballsiest play call I've ever seen in my life at the end of that game. You really, man. I mean, Texas was number 1, weren't they? At the time.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh, I didn't have a chance to get away from that one. Yeah, Mike Leach, I mean, his mindset, and that's the most interesting. He was the most interesting man in the room, no matter what room he was in and who else was in the room. I loved watching everyone. I'd watch any one of his interviews.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard.
I don't know about this one.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
I gotta go for it.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Too far for a field goal, but too close for a punt. And if I miss the field goal, you dang near midfield. I can't have that. And man, when Prescott was at Mississippi State, that was the glory days of Mississippi State. God, he was.
That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to
He
have the
was,
Cowboys
especially
1st
20.
down as they
I
make
bought
it
a I
to
bought
the
his
40.
I bought a
And that'll keep the
maroon.
drive
I mean, I bought a
alive.
Mississippi State
One word for you after that.
15 jersey in
Completion for a first down.
13.
2013,
Well, the analytics
and
say punt the football
uh,
there.
he was a
So we're
freshman, I
changing
think.
analytics as we go, right? What
No,
a
he was
big
he was
time play for them,
he was a
and
sophomore,
really took a big time
and
chance.
he was
Big
fixing
time
to
first
well, he was
half
fixing to
chance.
be a sophomore season.
So
And
after the conversion on
one of
fourth,
my
here's
friends, one of
first
my
and 10
girlfriend's time,
just
she asked me,
inside
she
the
said,
red zone.
whose jersey is that? I said, Dak Prescott. I said, he's a freshman right now. I said, but watch. He finna get some playing time and he finna
They're
blow
running
up.
for the
And
first
sure
time.
enough, he was in the Heisman running the
They got
following
it
year,
inside the 10 at the 8.
2014,
That's now 31 yards
for a
combined on
long
those
time
last two
until they
plays.
lost to
Seemed
Alabama.
like a couple sets of eyes
And
were on the
I still think
quarterback,
it was
so
a
he
play
decided, hey,
calling
I'm going to hand this off and make a
flaws.
gain out of it.
And you know you need good
Dan
blocking up
Mullen
front in
just,
order to gain yardage, but every one
they
of
would
these
call some, I mean, it's
RPOs,
kind of like
if you
Prescott's
do
dealing
it
with
right,
now.
they
You know, he
look the same,
calling
whether
them
it's handed
plays and
off
you're like, what in the
inside or
heck
the
are you
quarterback
thinking?
keeps it.
Calling
It
some of the
allows you to
play
fool the
calls he gets.
defense so often. And in
Everybody's
this
wanting to
case,
blame
he
him,
fooled them with
and
the end
I
zone.
completely disagree. First of all, I said there's 10 other guys on the field, and second of all, he's not calling the
First
plays.
down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I'm happy they did, to be
Tony
honest.
Pollard
I'm going for
with an
two.
8-yard touchdown run.
I'm
And the
going for two. I
Cowboys
don't want
have
you to
a
pick
good
field goal
five.
block.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
I'm surprised he got picked up as quick as he did.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this will be caught.
It was what, the
He's
next
able
day
to
he
go
went
here
to
for
San
two.
Diego?
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in
Mm-hmm.
general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team.
I
What is your
don't see the big
strength?
hype
Because
with
so many
Justin
people
Herbert. I
think
honestly
you have
don't. I
to
mean,
throw
if
the
I
ball on
might be
two-point
missing
conversion,
something, but I
but the
don't see it
stats will
yet.
tell you that running it is about as proficient. So
He's
know
got a
your team and go
cannon.
to your
I
strengths.
mean, I,
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he
I don't
brought
think
down
I've watched a
Schultz,
Chargers
erasing the
game
decision to bring it out
in
of
the
the end
past couple
zone.
of
Not a
years.
good one.
But I'll have to make it a point to watch one next year. I might go back and watch some replays. I don't know. I gotta figure out what the hype is with him.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time.
I mean, I've seen the hype with obviously Burrow and Mahomes.
Settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right?
He got
Because that lets you
nailed
get
by
a good look at
Parsons.
the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your
um,
defense gets a chance to take a break,
I've seen the
a chance
hype
to
with
regroup,
obviously
maybe get
Mahomes and
themselves ready
Burrow,
to get
and
back
I
on the
love
field
Lamar
and play a little
Jackson.
bit better. So they'll take the
Um,
benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
I don't see it with Kyler Murray. I don't see it with
Oh, not sure he
um,
saw the linebacker there
uh,
as that's batted down and incomplete.
Tough series from a
he's.
passing game.
I mean, he's a
Just
running back.
asked
He's a
Lee
glorified
to
running
make the
back.
throw on this play and get the series back
And
on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
yeah,
Now they face
he's
a
an
3rd and
athlete for
10
sure.
after back-to-back incompletions.
But
Here's
I
Mahomes
just
to
don't.
throw.
Oh, got it.
Tipped and intercepted. Picked up by
I
Jordan
don't.
Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation
I mean, it's only
where
second
coach
quarter,
on the
man.
sideline's going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
I've been down 24-3 in the fourth quarter. No, 24-0 in the fourth quarter, and I came back to tie it up, take it to overtime, and then I won in the fourth quarter. Like I came back down 24-0, and I wanted to quit that game, like, 'cause I was down 21-0 in the first quarter.
But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And I was talking to the guy, and he was talking crap the whole game, and I was irritated. All of a sudden, fourth quarter, it's a ball game. Oh, good play. Do you by chance watch the NBA?
Third and short yardage. Prescott.
What's your thoughts on LeBron James breaking
And he will have a
the
Cowboys
total
first
scoring
down.
record? Does that make him the greatest player of all time in your
And he
opinion?
got 3 barely, but the mark shows first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
See, I grew up watching Jordan, and then it went to Kobe, and then LeBron, and now I'm watching Curry. I mean, I've watched them all, man, and I just to see Jordan do the things he did. He won 3 in a row, got bored, retired, and came back when he got bored with retirement and said, "I'm gonna win 3 more." And by God, I mean, if that's not what he did, oh, you know, a guy at work told me today. He said Jordan didn't have no competition, and if you look back at the players Jordan had to compete with, Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer. I mean, they were all NBA defensive first team. I mean, just year after year, he's going against MVPs, going against just monsters. And I don't see how. You know, the same guy told me that Jordan would be average if he played in today's NBA, and I was like, no, he would average 60 points a game. I mean, it's a different game today. It's a complete different game. So, I mean, who's to say LeBron wouldn't have been a monster back in that era? I mean, you can't really ever predict that stuff, but when that guy told me, he said Jordan would be average today, I was like, no, Jordan would average 60. And absolutely. I mean, to be his size, to be the size that LeBron is, LeBron James is 6'9", 260, and he moves like a point guard, and he's been doing that same thing for 20 years. It's ridiculous. It is. It's never been. I mean, I've never seen an athlete like him, and to do it for 20 years. But on top of that, or on the other hand, yeah, I mean, people are saying, oh, it took him 20 years to break the scoring title. Well, it was 38,000 points. That's a lot of points, first of all. Second of all, he broke it. Doesn't matter who he had on his team, he still had to score the points. But my argument for Jordan is, if Jordan had played 20 consecutive seasons, I'm imagining that scoring title would have been about 50,000 points instead of 38,000. Nothing against Kareem, because Kareem's, one of the greatest of all time. But Michael Jordan, if he played for 20 straight seasons, oh, nice move. Golly, ain't no way. Oh, I'm glad you went out of bounds a second late. Man. But yeah, that's my argument for Jordan. You know, if he had played 20 straight seasons, I think that scoring record would be about 10 to 12,000 points higher, just because you weren't going to tell Michael Jordan he wasn't about to do something. And the day you did is the day you messed up. Like I said, I've had the luxury of, I grew up watching Jordan in my childhood, and then Kobe came in at the end of Jordan's career, and then LeBron came in, and I've had a lifetime full of freaking superstar basketball players to watch, and they never get boring.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Yeah, it's impressive regardless if anybody likes him or not. It's impressive as heck. He's what 37, 38,
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in
maybe
their
30,
step as they take the field here for drive
something like
number
that.
3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended
Oh,
in
I
the red
love
zone.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive
Yeah, I mean, I hate Tom Brady with a passion. I was always a big Brett Favre and Peyton Manning fan, and Tom Brady was always the one winning, and I freaking hated him. But now that he's actually gone, I mean, I'm glad the Cowboys gave him his last loss, but now that I think he's actually done this time.
if he's not locked in,
But
that means everyone's locked in because to
now
be
that I
the
don't get
go-to
to,
hitter in
like,
baseball,
now that I
you got to
know
make
or
it a
that I
craft.
think Tom Brady's actually retired, I'm on the same page as you. I'm kind of sad about it. It's
On second down,
I got to
Prescott
watch that.
again.
I got to watch the
He's
greatest
got his
football player of
man
all time
Schultz
for
coming across the
23
formation.
years of my life,
They call his number again. It's his
and
6th catch
and now
and
he's
a first
gone.
down.
And
Now we
kind
get
of,
into the
I'm happy about it
psychology
because he
a little
can't win
bit
no more
because a
Super
lot of teams
Bowls,
with a two-score
but
lead in the
it
third
kind of
quarter,
sucks at the same
really want
time
to
because
become defensive with
I
their
mean,
offense,
every
just trying
quarterback that I
not to
watched
lose.
growing up, except
I
Aaron
think with this
Rodgers,
team, you got to figure
is
this one out.
retired.
This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Dak dropping this one
Oh
off for Zeke.
man, I'm glad he
Gain
did
of
that. I would have
4.
lost about
And it's
five. I
second
about lost
down.
about 5 or 6 yards there.
Gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break
I played I
tackles and
played a
gain
game
on the
earlier
yard.
today, a couple hours ago. I was of course I was the Cowboys, and I was
On
playing.
second
Somebody was
down.
playing with the Eagles, and
And he's going to
they
be
got up.
met
They
on
scored
the
with 24
scrimmage and
seconds left in
taken.
the game and made it 21-20. They went for two. They didn't get it, and I got the ball with, like I said, 24 seconds. It was 21 seconds or 20 seconds by the time the kickoff returned and everything. I ran 3 plays, got down to
You
the
don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make
30-yard
some
line, I
plays in the
believe it was,
area.
and I was playing at Philadelphia, so they had the icing,
On
uh,
third down, it's Prescott.
advantage. They could ice
Tight
me,
end complete. That's
and
Schultz.
sure enough, they
First
did
down
with
for
3 seconds
Prescott
left.
on 3rd and
And if I
6.
didn't make it, I lost, of course.
Excellent job there
Somehow,
defensively.
I
Gave up
made
the
the field
underneath to the
goal.
tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their
Yeah,
job. Got him on the ground and
I got a
prevented
friend
a
at
big game of
work.
first down.
Yeah, I stream most of my games on YouTube on my YouTube channel. I'm streaming this one. Yeah, and one of my friends I work with, he's a huge Eagles fan, and I sent him the link to my channel while I was playing that game. It was before I won the game, and it was like first quarter, I believe, and I sent it to him. I don't know if he ever seen it yet, but I hope he does.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Over the middle, complete.
Oh,
That's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that's what you
he's
got
caught a
your
couple in a
tough
row, hadn't
inside
he?
receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He
Hey, Dalton
knows
Schultz is
that's where the
he's my
quarterback is living, and
old
that's why he
faithful,
calls the plays the
I
way
guess you
he's
can
doing.
call him.
And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do
Him and
exactly what he
T.Y.
saw him
Hilton
do.
both.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
I've only got like 13 followers right now. I don't know how to grow my following, but I do it for fun, I guess. I play this
Line
and
of
Grand Theft
scrimmage, the
Auto and
31 now on 1st and 10.
uh, Fortnite. I don't usually stream Fortnite or Grand Theft Auto a lot, but I stream Madden the most because
Now
I
looking
play it.
on. Here's Prescott.
Oh no!
And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the
I've
face
tried
there.
streaming on Twitch, but I don't really.
Him, he's been on point this entire game.
I don't think I have any followers on
Completion
Twitch.
lies way up. Not that time.
I'd like to figure out how to grow my follower base, but
Third
I'm ranked
quarter action from Kansas City.
29,000 on
2nd
Madden.
down and
I'm ranked
10.
29,000 out of the top 100,000 on here. I'm 80.
Now
Oh
flags fly
man,
in, and one of the
dang.
Cowboys look
I'm
like they go a little
87,
early.
80, 88 and 37 overall. I've been playing it since launch.
So
You're
after the
what?
penalty heading in the wrong direction. 15.
What'd you say?
Now a
Okay.
shotgun handoff to Pollard. Just a yard on the gain there, and that
I
leads
started off, when I started playing online, I had never played a Madden game online. And I started off 1-9. I mean, I was getting beat down. And I'd like to say, I like to think I've done decent. I was up to 23,000 in the rankings, but then I didn't play for like 2 weeks. So that automatically dropped my ranking.
third and long for Prescott.
Oh, that was a terrible decision.
Down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up
That was a Mississippi State guy there too.
an unexpected fourth down here.
They deflected that pass.
Good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up
No,
where they left off in the first half.
No, the one that your linebacker that deflected my pass,
Increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep
Willie
building on that
Gay.
lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything
I believe
you
he's
can
number
get,
50.
keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Your that linebacker that deflected that pass I threw,
Not attempt to return.
that was a Mississippi State guy too, Willie Gay Jr.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal.
Ooh.
To go.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm. in
That
the
is
second
one
half.
player that's not living up to his
Make no
potential.
mistake about it,
Is
though.
DeMarcus
Kicking
Lawrence.
field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
When he's good, he's great. He's unstoppable. He's a tank, but it's just a matter of when's he going to be good.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So they'll get
Oh,
a little
man.
extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third
I hate
down,
playing against the
0 for
Chiefs.
3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh man.
He will not be able to hang on through the
Oh.
contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an
I
incompletion.
absolutely hate playing against the Chiefs because I never know when. Even in Madden, Patrick Mahomes be doing Patrick Mahomes stuff. That and Travis Kelce, he's uncoverable.
Mahomes gotta have this one. It's Kelce on the ground. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh my.
It's
Oh.
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark.
I nailed him with Parsons right as he was throwing.
He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Man.
It's Kelce.
Oh no. What? Oh my God. That was incredibly terrible on my part.
That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to
Man.
wide receiver and have all that yards
Of
after
course, that's just the things that Travis Kelce can do.
You don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill.
That was ridiculous. There was no sense in Travis Kelce doing that to me. Thank you. Thank you.
the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Sorry, I was talking to my 2-year-old.
Analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting
I've only
it,
recovered the one onside kick that I've kicked.
I just wonder if that number is much more
That was against one of my buddies.
type of a number. Kind of like
I actually ended up still losing the game, but
special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as
I
empirical.
guess he wasn't ready for me to kick an onside kick, or he didn't think I was going to kick it the way I kicked it, and it bounced off one of his players and just laid there, so I jumped on it.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yards.
I still ended up losing the game. I was heartbroken.
These timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh man, I had Gattle wide open too. That's a face mask.
Just shy of the 30. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Here's Pollard again, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I didn't realize there was still a lot of time left in this game. That's a freaking eternity in a one-score game. Oh man. You know about the coach adjustments? Yeah, I always put my conservative in like the first. Whenever the first time I decide to run with Prescott, I usually put it on conservative then. Oh man. I'm gonna run it down to 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
I never trust my kicker. After what I saw in the playoffs, I'm terrified. I'm terrified for that ball to touch his foot. I just thought about it, man. You didn't need to. I don't think you needed to kick that onside kick after you scored. The way my offense wasn't moving there, I believe you could have got the stop and got me to punt.
Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. All right, good game, man. It's good talking to you.
pussy shot, rack, southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the road, in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, that's how you know we lit. Grrr.